The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Colorado's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands of the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
got a man. It's Hayden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will take the field for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners. And
they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Using his legs, it's Richardson. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it on the counter. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Never a doubt. And we're even here in the first.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
4th down.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Line gets set, first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Finn. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Hayden. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He's going to pass. Using the quick game.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looks like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Colorado coming back to the Big 12, sort of like going back to a reunion of a lot of old friends. I think the difference is they have a prime opportunity to be a cornerstone program in this conference.
Yeah, they're getting so much momentum. They're getting so much love. Colorado being talked about, a destination spot. And here's the thing. Here's what I'm interested the most to see, guys. And I'm interested to hear your take on this, Jesse. It's easy to get momentum and to get the ship turned in a direction and to get people so exciting. It's hard to sustain it. I'm wondering if this is the program that's really on the rise.
Yeah, you're right, David. We're going to find out a lot about this team here in the first conference game back in the Big 12 for Colorado. They've recruited exceptionally well. No doubt they have the talent and the playmakers to go get it done. But can they do it week in and week out in this conference? I'm fired up for this team. I'm fired up for Ralphie, but they're all back in the Big 12.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Finn. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe...
And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bears! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Turns it loose. Snatches it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try to slam it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's loose at the 15. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 40. At the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Breaks the tackle, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on 4th down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take a shot?
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. To the air, it's Sanders. He's got his man, makes the grab. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hayden.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. using his legs to buy some time. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. But there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Nice move. Create some space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the half. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
On the run, it's Richardson. Powers through the defender. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home. Makes a great play for a loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. To the air. It's Finn. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Bears looking to convert on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
This offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That is a big-time play right there. This defense, they have their hands full tonight with this guy. Wherever he's lined up, he's been winning on these routes. He's been doing it with speed, and right there he shows you the acrobatics and the athleticism.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, can get more guys to stopping that bad man.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Finn. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Looking for a crease. It's Richardson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He'll try to pop the draw. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Finn. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense
trying to get behind the defense. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
It's caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of
going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Works the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
From the gun, running back on the move. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
27, Colorado, 3.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
he lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
defense there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got room at the 35. Off he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the
Touchdown, Baylor! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to pass, it's Sanders. It's caught downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do look.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Double the try total and go for 2.
Get ready. Set.
Off play action. Buys a little extra time. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.